What's up everybody, and welcome to my first car feature of the year, and we have to kick it off big style. We've got the fastest M5 in the country to kick this off. Normally with this sort of stuff I would look into spec lists and go into detail a bit more with the parts and talk quite confidently, but this thing has so much work done on it, I thought I'd just get Tommy involved. So Tommy is the owner, the builder of this car. So sir, please can you show us around and give us a little tour of your absolutely insane car. So can we start off with some specs? So you said it's the fastest one in the UK. Yeah,
I went to VMAX last year and I got 213.9 mile an hour at VMAX as like the top speed. So I actually was racing along a McLaren 720S that was tuned and mapped, and I beat him, which like, felt pretty good. And 171.5 mile, but with traction issues, so I'm hoping that I can actually get a better terminal through the half mile as well.
Yeah man, so what power figure are we looking at with this?
It's 1,000 brake now, yeah.
1,000 brake horsepower. It's absolutely insane, but it looks amazing too. Like, it looks like an absolute beast, but my favourite thing about it is that it's subtle. Yeah. It's subtle too, so you've got the big wheels and you obviously see the huge brakes, and the one thing I really want to point out quick so I don't forget is that even these tyres have got like a carbon effect on them. And you'll see that as like a theme through the carbon fibre, and we've got the little carbon fibre front lips on the bumper too. But other than that, it looks like a relatively standard car, apart from having your tuning company, Velocity Tuning, written down the side of it too. I mean, it must be insane for you to have, it's not a sleeper, it's an M5. We understand they're very fast cars anyway, but like, it must really surprise a few people.
Yeah, definitely. People know it's going to be fast, but they don't normally know how fast it's going to be, so you can still surprise people.
So do you want to talk us around some of the stuff you've done and the mods that are on it?
So like literally the latest modification that it got was just a ceramic coat, and I'd never had one of those done before, and so that's why it looks so shiny. But to get into the proper stuff, it's got 660 crypto wheels on them, so they're like a lightweight forged rim. It's for the suspension, it's got H&R springs, and it's got a H&R front roll bar, so there's less roll on it, and it's got the competition suspension settings in it. For the rest of the drivetrain, it's got drive shafts, so they don't snap. The diff mount's been braced on it, and the clutch packs in the gearbox have been upgraded as well, and it's got a billet sump on the gearbox to try to keep it cool up.
That's awesome.
That's pretty much the drivetrain bits.
I see you've got a stud conversion on there as well.
Yeah, got a stud conversion. Let's
get in there and show the people what I mean by that. So BMWs normally come with, they're like bolts. Yeah, so you've converted it to this, so
yeah, I've got a few sets of wheels because I've got like some Mickey Thompson drag radials for the back, and I've got another set of tyres with R888s all around, like for track days and stuff. So yeah, it's easy just to be able to switch them around. So
I should just quickly say, obviously, the people will have seen this car already on YouTube, probably, because Ricky from Living Life Fast did it. So Tommy and me live really close to each other. You literally, your office is like 5 minutes from my house. So we were talking, and you said you'd done some updates on it, and I was looking for cars to feature, so I thought, well, why not, you know, show the people the updates, because there has been some changes since the last video, right?
Well, the biggest thing was that VMAX. A lot of people doubted the power of the car, to be honest with you. They were thinking, no, you can't do that, because it's still on its stock engine. I haven't actually forged the engine, and since then I've been to VMAX and sort of proved its worth, really, and things like the anti-roll bars, and it's got a full titanium exhaust system on it now, and yeah, just a few bits here and there, and obviously achieved a lot more with it.
And you said it was is it an Arkapovic? Did I say that correct?
Well, I say it wrong, so anyone that's not watching this in England will probably put in the comments that I'm an idiot, but yeah, Aquapovic.
Aquapovic, okay, it's our accents, we're from Essex, we get away with it, right?
We can't talk properly.
So yeah, it looks absolutely incredible, and you said it hit like 214 miles an hour, 213.
Yeah, 220 on the dash, 214 for the speed trap.
That is absolutely incredible. So I'm going to do my bit now and have a little wander around and talk about what I like, if that's all right. I love the wheels, I think they look amazing. How do you know how much they weigh?
I don't know how much they weigh, but I know they're 1.5 kilos lighter than
OEM. Okay, cool. So we'll have to work that out. Yeah, that's awesome. I love these. I wanted these for my M3, this style lip, because I don't think it's too incrosive, is that the word? You know, like in your face. It's nice and subtle, and yeah, like nice and subtle, and I just think it works an absolute treat. I love the colour of this car. It's absolutely beautiful, and obviously because it's so clean, we can show you like in the sun how it changes. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, this is my first ever time in an M5 too, and the interior on these things is obviously absolutely beautiful, as you'd expect, because it's a It's a top line M car from BMW, isn't it? So
it's a real high spec one, yeah. It's
so
got a lot of extras on it from standard.
yeah, we'll have a look at all the carbon and stuff on the inside, but in a second when I get the smaller camera out. But yeah, it looks absolutely insane, absolutely insane. So
I've got another set of tips on order as well.
Oh, have you?
Carbon fibre macro ones. They haven't arrived yet though.
there we go. There's the exhaust. So we've got to have a look at this absolute monster under here. And do you know what's most impressive to me is that you said it's still on standard.
Yeah, still on standard internals, believe it or not.
Yeah, that's excellent. So do you want to run us through the setup you've got in there and all the rest of it?
Yeah, sure. So I'll go through the obvious things first, and that is probably my air intakes. They're in Venturi intakes, and even behind the grills there's more carbon to help it take
Oh yeah,
it
you can see it just in there.
Just helps with airflow, and it sounds pretty cool as well. Then the charge coolers have also been uprated, so these are CSF ones. They're like 25% larger, just to keep the intake temps lower. The turbos just hiding back there are pure turbo stage 2, so both of the wheels have been changed, and that makes quite a good difference. Then this little bit down here, this is meth injection. So in the bottom of the charge coolers is where I inject my methanol. I use a JB4 as well, and the good things about the JB4 is I get boost by gear, so I can actually get some sort of traction in this now. It does full data logging, and it allows me to push a lot more boost and change maps while I'm driving down the road.
Awesome. And you said that when you were doing all of this to the car, no one knew really what you wanted and how you wanted it set up, so you just decided to learn yourself.
Yeah, pretty much. So everyone in the country pretty much had gone to uprate the clutch, because these engines can actually make more power than the clutches can handle.
Okay.
So everyone's sort of uprating the clutches and then stopping there. But where I fitted like the methanol, the charge coolers, I had the turbos, I was running a lot more power, so my ECU needed to be tweaked differently. And just through like learning basically and looking through logs, I started to make the changes myself, and actually ended up dialing it all in on my own.
Awesome, man. That's a great story. So your company is Velocity Tuning, for anybody wanting any BMW stuff. And do you specialise in BMWs?
I'd say I specialise in German. I get a lot.
Okay, cool.
So everything I'm talking about now is sort of like when I first started with this car.
Sorry, we're back in the room now with a different camera because the battery just died out of nowhere on the other one. So Tommy, we were saying, let's just backtrack for about 30 seconds just in case the camera decided to mess up. You were saying that you do gearbox remaps and all this sort of stuff, so...
Yeah, so with my tuning company, it's mainly ECU remaps, but I do dyno runs, I fit JB4s, I do gearbox updates, so unlike the 335s and stuff like that, they take ages for the torque converters to lock up. But yeah, pretty much most things with BMWs, if it involves software, I'll do it. Yeah,
cool, because I'm going to bring my M3 to you soon to have a little look at some stuff. So yeah, is there anything else you want to talk about in here? For now, we can always come back to it if not. So
we'll probably end up talking about most of it when we're driving about.
Cool. Yeah. Should we go and drive around? Which is now my heart's starting to race because I'm really scared. But yeah, cool. Let's do it. I'm pretty nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I really am uncomfortable passenger, so I'm gonna hold on. It's got a good handle here to hold on to, which is fantastic news. Oh, there's one up here as well. Oh my god, So do you still love the car? Because you said you've had it 2 years, and I know that sometimes like after a little while things can, you know what it's like when you've owned a car for a long time, you get a bit bored of it. But like, are you still in love with this thing? Like...
I'm still in love with it. I'm a little bit jealous of the 4-wheel drive on the new M5s, I ain't gonna lie, but apart from that, yeah, I'm in love.
And on them new ones, real quick, I know we're not going to talk about them for too long, but you can turn them into rear-wheel drive still, can't you? Like you just press a button and it goes to rear-wheel drive.
Yeah, it does.
Insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's so cool.
You get a good launch, but you still get all the
fun of a rear-wheel drive. Yeah. What's next for this thing?
I'm just going to take it to a few events this year, and I don't at the moment. I'm not really planning to go any further with it.
No.
I'm happy with what I've done. I'm actually thinking that might get another car. Keep this, but get another car and try to tune it up. I really like them like 335i's.
Yeah.
Yeah, got a good straight six engine in them.
And they look nice too. They're a great
cool
looking car. Yeah. Goodness me. The noises are it's cool, isn't it? Like.
Yeah.
forces are insane, like the G forces or whatever that was. Even though you weren't even going flat out. I could feel it like pulling on my face a little bit.
You would have felt it woke up more in that last gear.
What gear were you in, like third or fourth when it started to really pick up, yeah?
That fourth gear, yeah, first, second and third are all limited.
Okay. So when you say it's limited in first, second and third, what do you mean by that?
So the amount of boost the turbos make.
Okay, and why?
Because I can't get no traction.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's actually quicker to have less power.
Okay.
Even with it limited then, because the tyres are still relatively cold, the traction control system was still kicking in. But
I understand.
when I go to events or anything, I have the traction fully off. So really, the boost bar gear is really handy for me. Instead of me trying to feather it, it just does it itself.
Yeah, sweet. So if we get into fourth gear and you plant it, we'll feel it massively, will we? Okay, cool. Well, let's try.
I can turn it all off, but you just wheel spin. So.
And in fourth, flat out, it'll be about 70, won't it? So we'll be alright on a dual carriageway.
Yeah. The car actually at the top of 7th gear is 70 miles an hour.
That is literally the luckiest thing ever.
It's cool, isn't it?
It's wicked. Hey. So we've got a data log here on your phone.
I'll put some boost through it. So you got
cool.
both the turbos there.
Go on then. Oh my god! I can't hold my head up. Insane. You go, it's so much faster to 70 than I thought it was. Wow.
It's quite deceiving feeling in the car.
Because it's such a big, comfortable car.
Yeah.
When we pull over again, I'll have a proper look at that, show people around the interior a bit more. Okay. This car is absolutely beautiful. So when you bought the car originally, like how did you level it up as such? Like what was in your head? Were you always like, I want 1,000 brake horsepower, I want to go 213 miles an hour? No. Or was it like just something that happened? Like...
It got well out of hand. That's exactly what happened. That's pretty much, it just got well out of hand.
Yeah.
I put a stage 2 map on it, and I really enjoyed that. And then there was another map that I could have put on, but the chances are it would make the clutch slip like after a certain amount of time.
Okay.
So I got that put on, and the clutch literally slipped like on the way home. So I then put in this like big high power clutch, and then I sort of thought, well, if I've got this really good clutch, like surely I need some power to go with it.
Of course, it'd be stupid not to, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So in went a load of methanol, and I then managed to set the world's, it ain't even been beaten yet, the world's quickest 100 to 200 kilometre time and 60 to 130 mile an hour times with the car.
That 60 to 70, I watched it a minute ago and it's really fast.
Yeah, the 60 to 70 is ridiculous.
It's really oh my god, it's just so chaotically fast. And you've got huge brakes on it as well, so it stops as well. Oh my god, I can't explain how uncomfortable I feel right now. So at what stage did you think, okay, maybe I'll...
Sorry, what you asking me?
Oh, I can't remember. I think it was something about, oh yeah, I was going to say, at what stage did you decide, right, we're going for all the records, like, or did it just kind of happen sort of thing, like?
Yeah, so I sort of done that thing where I put the methanol on it and realised that the car was quite a good one, to put it lightly. And then I put on better charge coolers and turbos, and then that's when I started to learn a lot about the data logging and the ECU side of things. So I started to play around with like my mate's E36.
Okay, yeah.
Tuning the maps on them and then making custom maps for this just through the JB4. And I started to get a lot of other.
You're alright, mate. Literally on the wrong side of the road.
Racing line.
Yeah, and he's yellow Tigra. What the heck?
So yeah, started to do all that, and I started to get a lot of other people wanting me to do the same for them.
We are now in the cockpit of the whip with Tommy over here. I just really wanted to show some people, like, so you've got on your phone here, you've got the setup that you can adjust the map live. Like, I watched you type in a map that you did specifically for this, which is amazing. The dials on the M cars are all, they're stunning. Like, it's a stunning car. Like, but I want you to talk about the steering wheel for a second, because I noticed up here,
If I press them,
like, you've got, like, is it temps and stuff on there? And
yeah, it's got loads of stuff on it. It can show you your water temperature, your oil temperature. It's even got a G-force meter in it.
Oh really? That is so cool.
Timer for track, that sort of stuff.
That is so cool.
Pretty cool.
Oh, that'd be ideal, because loads of tracks on track days don't let you do timing.
Exactly.
So you can time it yourself. Oh, that's so cool.
And then these bits here.
Oh, let's just do that again. Oh, I love that. That is awesome. So you got loads of carbon fibre all over it as well. And you said you're going to change these for the Alcantara, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, changing them bits over to Alcantara. The car's got like really good spec from factory anyway. These seats here, they've got like aircon in them.
I know, I've got mine on. I've just got it on there. It's nice and cooling on my back, yeah. But no, it's a lovely car, and you can obviously use it because you've got a son as well, so you want to.
I've got a 5-month-old baby,
yeah,
and I drove him home from the hospital in this car.
Love that.
I was really proud of it.
Yeah, that's cool, man. So I'm just going to hop out and have one more quick look around, so I haven't forgotten anything, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, sure.
Listen to that on tick over.
You go back a couple of steps, I'll give it some.
Oh yeah. So I just want to do a quick little more look around of the car, because we talked real in depth about it, but like about the tuning side of stuff on it. So I want to just, like, so you got like the type, like that you're changing these exhaust tips, you said, right?
Yeah, so the whole exhaust system's titanium, but I think the tips look a little bit boring, so I want some nice beefy aquatic ones on there. I think they look quite cool.
Beautiful carbon fibre spoiler with like the little, I'd call them like little, like, I don't know, like little dimples in it. It looks beautiful.
It's supposed to be like a rep of a M4 GTS one, I think.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. Obviously you got velocity tuning on there, and if anybody's noticed it, the number plate too. Super sick. I love a personal plate, me, so
gotta be done.
yeah. And then yeah, you got the stunning colour and these big boy wheels. Yeah, sweet, man. Right, cool. Shall we head back to that car park and get some photos? Okay, right, let's do it. We are now finished. I hope you guys have enjoyed the look. Tommy, thank you so much, dude, for bringing the this absolute monster down. Make sure you follow him on Instagram. Have you got a Velocity account as well?
Yeah, got two.
I'll put both of them up, so go give him a follow. I'm going to say goodbye to the M5, and I'm sure this won't be the last we see of it, because I am going to be taking my M3 up to him soon. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Please make sure you subscribe. There's going to be plenty more videos like this coming this year, from me and from Tommy. See you later. Peace.